Grammy-nominated multi-platinum recording artist and actress Jordin Sparks. We know what her talent. She is a beautiful singer. She was on American Idol. She wants to help spark a real conversation, though, about something really important: the emotional and social impact of sickle cell disease.
Yeah, she's working to raise awareness about the disease to help honor the memory of her 16-year-old stepsister who lost her battle with sickle cell a year ago. And we are so pleased right now to introduce to you, Las Vegas, the very lovely and beautiful and talented Jordin Sparks, along with Dr. Vinay Tubman. We are so pleased to have her for her expertise as well. So Jordin, let's go ahead and start with you. First of all, we are so glad to have you joining us this morning, but we also want to express our condolences for your stepsister and obviously the loss to your family. A very personal issue with you, talking about sickle cell. So let's talk a little bit about what you want people to know in terms of this disease and what we need to do to stay ahead of it.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it was a really amazing thing to see Bree go through what she went through. She was such a fighter, and in that, it really inspired me to learn more about the disease myself, because I had never been close to somebody like that had it. So when we lost her, for me, I was like, okay, what can I do to honor her legacy? And this campaign and this partnership with Novartis has just been the perfect thing to do. So we've encouraged people to go to joingens.com and share their stories so we can get this conversation started, so we can get more people talking about it, and that will also catch other people's ears. And we want to shed more light on this disease because it's not talked about enough, and people feel like they're alone sometimes. Some families don't even talk about it within their own families, and we want to erase that stigma because you can't tell that somebody has it just by looking at them. So we want to encourage people to share their stories. That way they get the conversation started and people don't feel alone, and that encourages them to find more support and to find other resources to help them through it.
And Dr. Tubman, to you, can you explain for people who may not be familiar with the disease, what is sickle cell disease and what does it do to the body?
Yeah, absolutely. Sickle cell disease is an inherited disorder affecting red blood cells. In sickle cell, the red blood cells become very fragile and sticky. These sticky cells cause intermittent blockages in small blood vessels and ultimately lead to organ damage. The experience is actually best described by one of our Gen S members, who said that a pain episode is like having shattered glass running through your vessels. Persons with sickle cell describe pain every single day, and yet we don't see it because they're continuing to fight to not be defined by their disease and to be important members of our communities. There are about 100,000 persons with sickle cell disease in the United States and millions around the world.
Wow, I think it just gives people some perspective of what people go through when they're dealing with something like this. Well, we think it's so important. Continue to get the word out, continue to raise awareness. Jordin, just before we wrap up, do you have any other closing thoughts that you would like to share regarding, you know, your push to raise awareness and just what you want really people listening to be mindful of?
Yes, I mean, I would say just be encouraged. Go to joingens.com, share your story. If you know somebody who's dealing with the disease, encourage them to go and share their story as well. And if they need more information about it, they can go to that website and get that, as well as sicklecelldisease.org. There's a whole bunch of resources and links that can give you descriptions on what things are, and it can help you, you know, be in the know, just like it helped me be in the know, so that you can encourage other people as well. Thank you guys so much for having us today.
Thank you.
Thank you for taking the time to share with our viewers here in Las Vegas. Jordin Sparks, Dr. Tubman, we appreciate you and thank you for the work that you're doing. It's so important.